most dangerous. Different.
Black. Hot fire. Sassy.
Important.
Mainstream.
Keep it real.
Got one of the biggest things in American culture.
They not like us.
Think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club. You want to shake it up.
They not like us.
Wake the f*** up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
The Family Guy.
Jess Hilarious.
I'm the wild card. Keep the real.
And Charlamagne the God.
I'm a lovable ass.
Or your clown.
Yo, I'm loving that energy up there right now.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show something.
Now let's begin.
Good morning, USA.
I'm not Charlamagne, but yo, we here.
Good morning, Lauren LaRosa.
Hey, I'm so happy that you are here right now.
I was in the back in the mix room.
I just heard the music. I said, oh, the show is starting right now. And it's crazy because I was like, I should take a shot this morning. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to. When I heard that music starting, it was just me in here. I said, oh, Lord, I should have took that shot.
You started getting a little nervous.
Yeah.
I was just in the mix booth. So, salute to everybody. Of course, this is the start of Labor Day weekend. What up, Charlamagne? This is the start of Labor Day weekend. So, there's going to be a lot of mixed weekends, and I'm just getting myself together because I'm on the road.
Weekends, like a lot of interracial dating, a lot of biracial people
on your radio stations, they usually do mixed weekends on your radio station. So your favorite DJs should be DJing your local stations, your big station. So this is a big
DJs
weekend.
on none of these stations no more. Stop lying to the people.
No, they are.
Oh no, yeah, because they can send the
mixture.
mix in. That's right. It's not like how it used to be when people cared about radio back in the day. Okay,
People care about radio.
No. People care.
People care about
The
radio.
executives don't care like they should. That's a whole other conversation.
That's another
I don't know why I
conversation
came in here
for
with
another
that this morning. Good
It's
morning.
Friday.
Hello, everybody.
It's
Hey,
Friday.
LL Cool Bay.
What y'all about to do? No, come on. Envy, you know that's not how y'all hug.
Hey, LL Cool Bay.
Good morning.
Good. What's going on?
What happened to
I'm
the
sorry.
Michael Rubin?
What?
Michael
From the back?
Rubin?
Yeah.
No,
we ain't hugging from the back.
Nah, we not.
Don't
hugging.
act like y'all
Jesus
be in here
Christ.
doing that.
You don't hug from the back.
How you feeling, Lauren?
I feel great. I went to sleep at like 7 o'clock yesterday.
You should have.
Really?
I feel so
You
refreshed.
ain't stay up for nothing? You ain't watched the Colorado game? You ain't watched the VP on CNN?
I
Her
don't-
interview with Dana Bash?
I
was
don't
so
watch
twisted
games
yesterday.
anyway. But no, I missed all of that.
Oh,
but
you
then
was drunk.
I woke back up and I did watch Kamala's interview.
Okay,
like
you did see
CNN
Kamala's.
broke it up in parts on their
Yep.
YouTube channel, so I caught up.
Yes.
Okay.
You was drunk all day yesterday, so it's understandable that you went to sleep early.
Oh my God, we went to Brooklyn Chop House after.
You kept drinking?
Love Brooklyn Chop House.
I had a lemon drop. I barely
Christ.
drank it though. Like I barely drank it. By that time, I was like,
Wow.
no, I did finish it. I finished it.
No, salute to
No
Brooklyn
cup
Chop
left
House,
unturned.
Don Pooh, and all them over there.
Dropping the clues bombs for Brooklyn Chop House. Dropping the clues bombs for everybody out there who's not denying their alcoholism. Okay? All right? You are on the road to recovery. All right? Because the first sign of alcoholism is denial.
Well, let's get the show cracking. Ed Lover will be joining us this
The
morning.
icon, Ed Lover.
The legend.
He should be on everybody's hip-hop media personality Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Okay?
One of the he was probably one of the first morning shows when it came to hip hop, right? Because when they switched from dance to all hip hop station, I think he was the originator of that.
I do know he was one of the first multimedia personalities.
Yes.
One of the first multimedia hip hop personalities for sure.
Morning
Meaning
shows,
that he did radio,
hosting
television,
TV shows,
yeah,
movies,
absolutely,
comedy. He did an album. So we're gonna talk to Ed Lover this morning. He's doing a show at all over the country. So we'll talk to him and kick it with him about that. All right.
The live mixtape band is what it's called.
Mm-hmm. And then we got front page news next. And like Charlamagne said, the Vice President Kamala Harris was on CNN doing an interview, and I'm sure she'll break that down. All right, so don't go anywhere. Let's get the show cracking. What we starting the show with? Something hype, man. It's Friday, damn it, huh?
What'd he say?
Kendrick.
No, he said Kendrick.
You should have known that.
Oh, not like us?
Yeah, Kendrick.
Don't side like that.
I just want to hear some.
Keep the pressure on all these beige biracials. Play it hard.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? The hell he mean? Sighing when you hear Kendrick not like us. You can't say the N-word no more. Please.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Morning. Happy Friday and cheers to the weekend. Come on, son.
Say freaking weekend. Say freaking weekend, Morgan.
Cheers to the mother effing weekend.
There you go.
Come on, son. In case you missed it, Vice President Kamala... Yeah, shout out, I love her. In case you missed it, though, Vice President Kamala Harris sat for an exclusive CNN interview along with Dana Bash and her running mate, Tim Walz, in their first interview since announcing her run for president. VP Harris slammed former President Trump for making promises he couldn't deliver and for his mismanagement of the COVID-19 pandemic and the state in which they inherited the country. Let's hear more from VP Harris.
Donald Trump said he was going to do a number of things, including allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Never happened. We did it. The economy had crashed. In large part, all of that because of mismanagement by Donald Trump of that crisis.
So Harris went on to say comments about that. He talked about her turning black for political purposes from the same old tired playbook.
She didn't even dignify that with a response.
Next question.
Yeah,
please.
but yeah, exactly. Moving on. And she went on to blame him for stopping the bipartisan border deal earlier this year, saying Trump got word that the bill contributed to border security and told people in Congress not to put it forward. She also defended her policy shifts since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee. And if elected in November, she would start by focusing on an opportunity economy. Let's hear those comments from VP Harris.
I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. My value around what we need to do to secure our border, that value has not changed. I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations. The climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time.
So she said she would implement several policy proposals that support and strengthen the middle class. She added she would invest in small businesses and American families by helping to make housing more affordable. And she also went on the offensive and talked about Donald Trump, saying his agenda, the agenda that he's pushing, diminishes the character and strength of who we are as a country. What are your thoughts on last night's interview with Dana Bash?
I think the VP did what she was supposed to do. She went out there and told the American people exactly what her plans are and explained what they already have done. You know, she talked about rebuilding the middle class, which I think is great messaging. I love her opportunity economy messaging, and I thought she gave a great answer when she talked about a lot of her new perspectives, because she said her time as vice president has provided her with new perspectives. And, you live and you learn. You should want people in positions of power who aren't stuck in their ways and are willing to grow and pivot when they get new information.
I thought she handled the border stuff well, too, the way she answered that. Because the way that the question was set up, it was kind of like can you really do this job? And she made it very clear that not only can she do the job, but when she was in the position to be able to do the things that people were saying she couldn't do, it wasn't her fault. Like, it's not all to blame on her.
She sounded very presidential. She sounded great.
Yeah, the border is not one party's problem. The border is a bipartisan issue. That's why they created a bipartisan bill that Donald Trump killed. You know what I'm saying? Like the border's been messed up my entire life, regardless of who has been in the White House. So clearly it's not just one party's issue.
And what about Dana Bash? Do you think she asked the necessary questions?
I think she did. And I think
she did.
I like that she didn't stop asking the questions. Like when Tim Walz wasn't really answering her questions at one point.
Or the VP.
She was circling back. Like, and she had to, because people were going to say that CNN took it easy on her. People were already saying that, but she did a good job in my opinion.
But the VP
jumped right into the hard stuff. You know, no warming up. She jumped right into the hard stuff.
Oh yeah, Dana jumped right into it. But also the VP just got to do more interviews, because this interview is probably going to get picked apart and put under a microscope because she hasn't done any. And it was just a cool interview. But if she had been like, hitting the ground doing interviews in all of these different swing states with local journalists, or doing a couple podcasts here and there, this interview wouldn't have the scrutiny that it's getting right now.
Right, this is the first.
You guys have her back? Would y'all have her back?
What you mean have her back?
Here on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, have her back, but we ask her the tough questions. We're not going to keep it light on her. We're going to ask her what the people want to know, what we want to know.
We would 100% have her here at the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So just before the interview aired, Harris and Walz wrapped up their bus tour with a rally in Savannah, Georgia, where she spoke about the child tax credit, something I like, and implementing tighter gun restrictions. Let's hear more from VP Harris in Savannah.
And unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working class families first. And it's not about just getting by, it's about getting ahead. $6,000 in the first year of a child's life to help pay for that car seat or the crib or the baby clothes. We who believe in the freedom to live safe from gun violence will finally pass universal background checks and red flag laws.
I love the rebuilding of the middle class messaging. That's what folks want to know. How you gonna put more money in their pocket and how you gonna keep them safe? That's it.
So Harrison Walls also visited several local businesses and schools in Georgia during their bus tour. Meanwhile, J.D. Vance, he says he felt terrible for the woman in the viral clip showing an awkward interaction with her at the Georgia donut shop. In a recent video, the VP nominee and Ohio senator introduces himself to the employee. He says, I'm running for vice president. She says, okay.
Don't put me on camera. She said, don't put me on camera. Yeah, turn the camera
and
off.
then says she doesn't want to be filmed. Well, Vance continued to film her. He says that he should have warned her and asked if it was okay to record.
Well, you know how he feels about women in general, so, I mean.
He adds that she must have been terrified seeing all those Secret Service agents. Okay.
And she might have warrants.
She just
See,
ain't
that's
want
how
to.
I know you don't know people like that, man. You don't just run up in no rural area
With
anywhere
mad
and turn the
police
cameras
there,
on. You don't
nah.
know if people got warrants. You don't know what people got going on.
They might be on
Meanwhile,
a low.
you saw the VP visit that bakery where she was like, get something sweet. Very different contrast, just saying. Okay.
All right.
We'll talk more about Trump in the next hour.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One. And $1,000.
Just added to the superstar lineup. The Weekend Show. The Breakfast Club.
Keeping it honest. You wouldn't want a youngin' if I wasn't whipping this foreign. That's why I came back top down. You gon' have to do more than just. You gon' have to do less for you. So mama, you know I always want you to. You gon' have to do more than just. You gon' have to do less for you. So mama, you know I. So you gon' need to do more than just. You I know, you know, I know that this ain't right. Cause you want me, cause I got dough. Ever since you hopped in, inside my phone, slam my door. You know, I know that you been on it, but I've been on it, on the low. So let a young hater get down on it. Yeah, love when you spin round on it. Yeah, even though you're on you, shorty, I promise.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
It's Carl from Minnesota.
Greg, what up from Minnesota? Get it off your chest, bro.
How y'all doing? Hey, Envy, I just wanted to tell you I appreciate you keep pushing the trade schools and stuff. I'm actually about to finish up my last job. Well, not last job, but a job right here at this last hospital and be on vacation for a little bit. And also, Lauren, yeah, last Mayo Clinic for a little bit. We've been working tough. But Lauren, also, you've been doing a great job holding down Jess Hilarious. Watch me there. That's all I wanted to say.
That's what
Thank
it is.
you. I appreciate it.
Hey, Charlamagne, I'm probably going to have a couple weeks off. I was going to ask you if it's okay to get a book. So I might have a couple weeks off. I ain't get a chance to read it, but if that's okay, I have a couple weeks off to take. Is that all right?
Somebody send the brother a copy of Get Honest or Die Lying Why Small Talk Sucks. Mack or Sim, somebody will put you on hold and get your information, brother.
And what trade school you go to, Greg?
All right. I'm a union carpenter. I'm a journeyman union carpenter up here in Minnesota, building all the Mayo clinics and stuff.
You ain't gonna never go broke, ever.
We good. Listen, I just want to give a shout out to my girl too, Shakita Phillips. She listening to y'all, and I just hope y'all have a blessed day and a great Labor Day weekend, baby.
Your girl named Shakita?
Yeah, Shakita Phillips. Yep.
What race she is?
Hold on, Greg. And salute to Lincoln Tech. Lincoln Tech is a trade school all over the country. I love Lincoln Tech. I'm actually going to take classes at Lincoln Tech either the end of this year or early next year.
What classes you taking?
I'm going to take automotive.
Future?
Okay.
Automotive.
You be a mechanic in the future? You about to hang it up?
No, but you know, I deal with all these cars, and a lot of times I got to call for help. And I don't know what the hell's going on, so I figure I should at least know the basics.
Yeah.
So if something does happen, I could at least get it going, hopefully. But we'll see. But I'm going to take some classes.
Go back to school, too.
And all that black oil you put on your face, you might as well, learn how to change it in a car.
Breathe in, breathe out. It helps.
Okay. Hello, who's this?
Yes, sir. J.A. from Indy.
J.A. from Indy. What's up, brother?
J.A.?
Hey, good morning, Breakfast Club. Hey, so real quick, I just want to make sure I heard this right. Lauren, did you say you didn't watch the game or you don't watch games?
Both.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't, and I normally don't. I'll catch like little highlights from stuff on Twitter, but like I'm not like a turn on a sports game person, really.
All right, so I'm gonna just throw this out there. It's fall season. You know, you live in the United States, and you said you're not looking for a man. You don't like football, Lauren. That might be part of the problem. I'm not blaming you.
Well, first
but
of all,
I
don't dislike sports or football. I've been to games. I like going to them in person because it's fun.
No, you just like to drink at the games.
Mind your business. But I don't know. I just don't have a team that I follow, like all that stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, Lauren. And I'm going to just throw it out there. The tailgate, you might find your mate. Look at Charlamagne and DJ Envy. They know it's some good men out there. So I'm just throwing that out there for you.
Goodbye.
What I got to do with anything?
You know what that got to do with some of the things.
Why y'all want us to be gay so bad?
I don't know. Get it off your chest.
I just want you to accept who you are.
585-1051.
Because I'm not gay.
I'm not gay either. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, Envy, you know the vibes is Mello. What's the word?
Mello, what's the vibes, Mello?
Man, life is amazing. It is what it should be. What's the word, Uncle Charlotte? How you feeling?
Peace, Mello, my man. What's happening?
Life is amazing. LL Cool Bay, how you feeling today?
I feel great. How are you?
Life is amazing. So, boom, I need to get this off my chest because I've been seeing this on the gram all summer. These teachers, they was outside. Y'all was at brunch, bottomless mimosas, standing on furniture, drinking Don Julio. You took
Mello?
What you hit. And now you hitting me up talking about, oh, back to school, I need supplies. Nuh-uh, ask Chris Brown. Why you asking me? I seen you was outside.
Damn.
Teachers they can have fun too.
He got a point, though. Mello got a point. It's like,
but hear me out,
it's their own money, but they need supplies. They shouldn't have to spend their own money for supplies for school.
But exactly, to play white devil's advocate, why they even paying for? Why they paying for their own supplies? I pay my taxes. Where the bread going?
Well, they made decisions. They made choices. They knew. I understand y'all hypotheticals, but the reality is they do have to pay for school supplies. So if you was out all summer drinking Casamigos and spending your money on Casamigos in the club, and you don't have no money for school supplies, whose fault is that?
They should be able to have a good time and not have to pay for school supplies for everybody else's kids.
It ain't about what should be happening. It's about what is. The reality is.
Now I can't buy my reposado because I chose to become a teacher and help the youth.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Well, thank you, Mello. Goodbye.
You can get reposado at the house. By the way, buying a bottle of reposado and having it at the house is way cheaper than being out in the club and buying reposado.
$35.
You know,
but you don't get the vibe, right?
What bottle of reposado is $35
in the liquor store?
Liquor store.
Yes, y'all. It's more than that.
It ain't as much as it's in the club.
Look up a not the little one of Don Julio. I think that's like how much? Casamigos you paying like $50. I think $50.
Don Julio Reposado $48.49 at Total Wine. You can get the big bottle for $148.99.
Yeah, I don't do the $148 because I'm not trying to get that crazy.
Now you're not trying to get that crazy.
But yeah, like $50.
Still way cheaper than in the club.
I wish it was $30.
OG Rob.
Oh,
what's good? DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Lauren. Good morning.
What's happening, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on? Listen, man, real quick, right? Envy and Charlamagne, man. I want to give y'all flowers one time, man, for the motivation and the inspiration y'all giving me, brothers. Y'all getting up every day. Y'all taking care of this. Y'all been doing this thing here for 14 years with the Breakfast Club.
Yes, sir.
And doing a whole bunch of things outside of that that's not even being documented, a lot of things, but you got your car show, Envy, Charlamagne, you on your panels, y'all got books. So I appreciate the inspiration, man, because I'm doing the same thing, getting up, taking care of business. Not that my wife will have it any different, but, you know, on the side of that, I'm still pursuing this music. So appreciate the inspiration, man, and the motivation, brothers, definitely.
Yes, sir. All
What's
love,
up?
my
It's
brother.
ball time. Let's go.
All right, listen, I told him it's consequences and repercussions. So for every action is a reaction for me to toast something. Focus on descriptions. I'm not missing, just point them out. Set the play, I'm running it back, clapping and air it out. It's time for it. Been working, I'm nothing to step to. I operate these lines on time, son, something critical. Leave them stretched, smelling like mildew, getting crazy with it. Top off, just the floors. Simple arrangement, I'm from the bottom. We cherish the pavement, making a statement. These watered down rappers, skinny jeans and purses. I got the plots, we prepping them caskets for them hearses. In a graveyard rehearsing, got verses encrypted in cursive. They can't see it, like they visions is blurred and time is moving quick. I'm sending shots, chill for the pick, wave it and let it sit. Catching all my targets and leaving marks that's permanent. OG.
OG, I got some bars, OG. You ready?
Let's do it, baby.
I'm finna pass Lauren, go straight to Charlotte. I'm John Stockton.
Oh, God.
Grab his ass and hide the Bible of God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show certified boogie. I'm the one that keeps the score on them. What? That's what you gonna hit. What? Give you that pain.
Which way, Charlotte?
Ball.
You coming back this way?
Let's go, Charlotte.
Envy be talking all that crazy talk, but he don't want to get as crazy as I do, okay? Because bombs drop. Bottoms, tops, people ride gamecocks. Why? The grind don't stop. Right. It just hurts when you don't use KY.
Okay.
Whoa.
I saw what you did there though with gamecocks. It's like because where you
don't
from,
use
but
KY.
then also you
Who
be
don't
on
want
the
to use like you gotta like it hurt.
Oh, so now you're acknowledging.
Forget it.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good weekend. Blessings to y'all and the family. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, Jalen, it hurts. All right.
You over there dropping the bomb.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, when we come back, we got Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
We do have Jess with the Mess, and we're going to get into some of Dame Dash's mess. There's actually been an update. That auction has been postponed, and the price has went up from $1.2 million to $3 million.
All right. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach assistant.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back.
And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So Dame Dash's Rockefeller auction we reported on earlier this week, and we talked a little bit about him owing all of the money to taxes and child support and all that stuff. That auction has officially been postponed. So the auction, which was supposed to be happening this week, actually got pushed to September 21st. The reason for that being was Josh Weber's attorney, Christopher Brown. They submitted something that basically said they wanted more time to have a conversation with New York State, New York City, and all the people involved to figure out what the pecking order would be.
Explain who Josh Weber is for people that don't know.
Josh Weber is the guy that Dame Dash did the movie with that didn't work out, and he owes him $823,000. So he basically said, look, let's take some more time to figure out how all this stuff is going to be paid out, and if honestly there will be enough money to pay everything out, if it's even sold at the price that we have this auction at now. So what they decided to do was they decided to, number one, push the date to September 21st. They also decided that the auction would go from $1.2 million to now it being worth an auction worth $3 million. They then decided that child support would still be, and this can still kind of change, they're still figuring it out, but as of now, child support will still be paid first and in full, and then the taxes, they're going to break up the taxes in this way, where $1.7 million in taxes will be paid, and then Weber, the guy from the movie, will be paid all of his money, and then there'll be some smaller amounts of money paid to people who had to like litigate civilly, and then $7 million will be paid again to more taxes. And if there's anything left at that point, it will go to Dame Dash. However, New York is asking, and this is something that's still being ironed out. They go back to court for this in a month. New York is now asking, because of all of these changes, that there be a $70,000 deposit put down by Dame Dash for future child support. And Chris Brown, who is Josh Weber, the movie guy's attorney, is saying, hold on. Now y'all are coming and asking for more money. We don't know nothing about that. Let's have a conversation about this, because of course they're going to want to push for that not to happen, because it's going to take away from everything else that they just decided and how people are getting paid. Now,
and all of this is based off, they think the reasonable doubt portion gonna make all this money?
Yes.
That's what they're.
That portion of reasonable doubt is not gonna make all that money to cover all.
Very interesting that you said that, right?
That's what they're hoping.
Right, because Billboard is saying that since 1996, Reasonable Doubt has made $2.2 million. However, and I don't know if that's true or not. That's what Billboard is stating. I spoke to Dame Dash yesterday. We spoke to Dame Dash yesterday, and he basically is saying that when it comes to the amount of money that Reasonable Doubt makes, it's only averaging right now about $100,000 a year.
So why would I spend tens of millions of dollars for it, or even millions of dollars for it?
I don't know if he wanted that part out there, but go ahead.
Okay. Listen,
I'm not purchasing that if it only makes $100,000 a year.
Basically, what he's saying is like that people are right now trying to make it seem like all of this is like he's in a really bad position and this is a stupid thing that is happening. He owes all this money here, owes all this money there. And what he is saying to us is that
that is a really bad position. At least it sounds like it on paper.
But what he's saying to us is that this is something that he's able to leverage in business, so why wouldn't he? And he also wants the conversation to be had about why this is not his first time trying to sell this. And each time he's tried, it's been blocked. And he's trying to figure out why it would even be blocked. If this is a way that he can like get rid of his share, have nothing to do with it, use it to do what he needs to do in business, why does it keep being blocked?
But what is it going to do for him in business? Because if it's only making $100,000 a year, who is going to buy that for $8 million, $9 million?
I was ear hustling yesterday, right? When she was talking to Dame. So Dame's whole position was, I've been trying to sell my third of Rockefeller records for the longest, and they kept blocking me. He says,
who is they?
He meant it, Biggs and Jay. He said we're blocking him for selling his part of the 33% of Rockefeller Records. He said he tried to sell it for the last couple of years. He couldn't sell it. So he said when he lost the lawsuit, and he said people get sued every day, people lose lawsuits every day. He said to pay that lawsuit, he said the best way for him to pay that $800,000 back was to now sell his catalog, because the judge would force that. And that's what the judge did. The judge is forcing the sale of the Rockefeller Records. So now they can't block it. So now he's hoping to get enough money for the sale to make the money to pay off the lawsuit and to pay whatever else that he has to pay.
If you owe $8 million in taxes, how much? I forgot how much in child support. A lot of money in child support.
$158,000 in child support.
It's $193,000 in child support.
And lawsuits, but the reason that only makes $100,000 a year. Who's buying that?
Now here's another part of the conversation that I thought was interesting that Dane brought up, and he spoke about this before, right? He's always said, this is not new, that he's trying to figure out why aren't certain things promoted certain ways or pushed certain ways, because they would be worth more if more people wanted to license it and use it and like all that stuff, right? So he feels as though there has to be something that he's missing or not being told by the other stakeholders, who would be Biggs and Jay-Z, because why wouldn't you do that? Like, why wouldn't you want this to be worth the largest amount of money that it can be worth? Now it's a topic and people are really interested because it's like, oh my God, like there's this big back and forth. But
a big back
and forth.
A big back and forth.
All you heard
was
a big back. You so toxic.
Big back and forth to the buffet. Listen, this is when it sucks to be a public figure, because there's so many people out here in debt who owe all types of people all types of money, but they aren't being discussed in the media.
That was his point.
And that, but I mean, that comes with being who you are.
He said it's a part of business. And another thing he said too, when it comes to the taxes, is, and Billboard had this in their original story, is that it was over an amount of time. So Billboard reported that it was from 2005 to 2018 that he accumulated this amount in taxes, and he pointed out that at the time he was doing business. He was a very prominent figure, you know what I mean, and he still is. But
still got to pay taxes every year.
He had an accountant. This accountant was an accountant who worked with a bunch of other big names. And the accountant, there was a lot going on or lack thereof on the accountant's part. So now
allegedly the accountant didn't do the right decisions, and I will just say allegedly because I don't want to put us in a lawsuit. But he said the accountant took some money that wasn't supposed to, and this accountant is allegedly known for doing that, and that's the reason he was behind on his taxes, because he said he paid the taxes, but the accountant allegedly stole money from him.
What about the child support?
He didn't mention the child support.
Right.
And the money for the lawsuit. I don't know, man. I'm sending thoughts and prayers to Dan, because when you're in these kind of financial situations, these kind of financial holes, I don't wish that on nobody.
And
Lord,
I think everybody in business gets to a point where sometimes you might got to figure some stuff out, and that seems like that's where he's at, and they are forcing his hand. Because
that's why if you're making a certain amount of money, having an amazing financial team, a trustworthy financial team, a great financial team is so important.
But you know what is difficult, because being in this industry so long, I didn't seen accountant firms steal millions from a lot of people. That people think that people are doing the right thing, and these are accountants to prominent people that you feel like, oh, if you do that person's taxes, you'll be good. Because some of the people that this accountant has done have been prominent people.
Right.
And I know people that have lost millions of dollars dealing with accountant and accountant services that have been doing the right thing. Because when you make this money, you trust that that's your job. I pay you to look at my finances. I pay you to pay my taxes.
Right.
I pay you to do the proper write-offs. And if they don't, your accountant don't get in trouble, you do. We seen that happen with Fat Joe when Fat Joe went to jail. We seen that happen with Ja Rule. We seen that happen with a lot of artists. So we see that.
Yeah, so I mean, all these things that Dame Dash is alleging is basically just him saying that he's put in a position right now and he knew it was coming. He's been trying to prepare for this for a very long time. That's why he was trying to sell. But now his hand is being forced because the state is saying, like, you know.
The reality is, most of our listeners don't care about these rich people problems. Okay, they're just trying to pay their past due on their Verizon bill. That's where I'm at in my life. Okay, I just want to pay the past due on my Verizon bill. That's it.
I know you want auto pay. Don't talk to me like I don't know what's going on. Yes, you are.
That is not true.
I feel like both of y'all got everything on auto pay.
Definitely not auto pay. I just pay my bills just now and other
you don't trust auto pay?
Nope.
My grandma don't either.
I do not do auto pay.
Go to commercial.
Now go to commercial.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Let's get in some front page news. Now, Morgan, I seen you grab your headphones like you had some bars a couple minutes ago.
I ain't got no bars. Envy, let me get a car. That's it. So, former President Trump says this election isn't a choice between Democrats and Republicans, but a choice between communism and freedom. He made the comments during a rally in Potterville, Michigan, which is a swing state. Let's hear more from the former president.
I hope you're going to go out and vote for me because, honestly, if you don't, our country is finished. You see me going up in the polls, and we're leading in the polls, and I think we're leading by a lot. You know, the polls are rigged, too. Andrew Jackson, they say, was the worst of all, that he was treated worse than any other president. And I said, do that study again, because I think there's nobody close to Trump. I even got shot. Your government will pay for, or your insurance company will be mandated to pay for, all costs associated with IVF treatment, fertilization for women.
So, Trump said his administration would push for allowing new parents to deduct major newborn expenses from their taxes. His comments come as recent polls show him losing ground among women voters. A Reuters Ipsos poll published on Thursday shows Kamala Harris leading Trump by 13 points among women. Trump went on to say Vice President Kamala Harris is soft on crime and the country won't be safe if she is elected. He also said electric vehicle mandates would kill the auto industry and added that he's for electric cars, but there needs to be a healthy balance with gas cars as well. This also comes at the same time that he had a recent interview with the Daily Mail regarding Florida's abortion ban. He said he wants more than 6 weeks, which is the current ban. A 6-week ban includes Florida residents will vote on a referendum that would abolish the state's ban on abortion after 6 weeks and replace it with one that includes a 24-week ban. So interesting that Trump is getting into the women's reproductive rights issue, especially in Florida.
Yeah, it's just amazing that he would attempt to lie to people about anything to do with women's reproductive rights. Like, you've already bragged about putting 3 judges on the Supreme Court that abolished Roe v. Wade, sir.
And grabbing them by the peak. I
mean, the grabbing by the P thing is just like, I get that. That's a comment, that people will point to. But the reality is you implemented legislation that abolished Roe v. Wade. Mm-hmm. So you directly attacked women's reproductive rights. So you can't turn around now and try to act like you would do something that would benefit women's reproductive rights. And when he says communism versus freedom, I would say fascism, versus freedom. Because when we live in a country where we have less constitutional rights now than I did when I was born in 1978.
That's crazy.
How is that freedom?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody's taking away the freedoms, and it's clearly Donald Trump and his regime.
He thinks that he's the freedom. So, based on the communism versus free. Anyways, switching gears, back to that story that in Atlanta, I have an update from that Delta story, the explosion. The 2 employees who died after a plane tire exploded at Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport have now been identified. A medical examiner's office announced the victims were 58-year-old Mirko Marweg and 37-year-old Louis Alderondo. Mirko's wife of 28 years, now she told WANF News that she's having a hard time and is still in belief She recalled his big smile and big heart. And she also said that he was nearing retirement. So that's really sad, regarding that you're close to retiring, you're planning your retirement, and this tragedy happens. The two men were in a maintenance shop at the airport on Tuesday morning when the tire exploded, sending a piece of metal flying. It killed both of the men and seriously injured another employee who has not yet been identified. Now, Delta is working with the local authorities to continue to investigate what happened in that incident.
That's horrible.
Yeah, very sad.
People that be working, I was telling Morgan that be working for them airlines, especially for Delta, that's the airline you get with to retire because of how good the benefits are. So to get all the way to that point and then this happens out of nowhere.
Yes,
like, God bless that family.
It is very sad. It's Labor Day weekend. So a lot of families are traveling. Many Americans are planning one last summer getaway as Labor Day weekend approaches. Domestic travel is up 9% from last year, with San Francisco, New York, Boston, Denver, and Chicago among the top destinations. International travel to cities like Paris, Rome, Barcelona, and Dublin are also popular, although down 4% from last year. Now, over the weekend, TSA plans to check a record-breaking 17 million travelers. Are you guys headed out, or y'all staying put?
Hell no. I'm not going to a goddamn place. Okay,
Yeah, nah.
destination couch all weekend. You hear me?
Nah, I'm all over the place. I'm in Virginia. Salute to Pusha T. He's doing his first festival, the Cousins Festival. So I'm going to go out to Virginia, my second home. I'm going to Oklahoma City and Ohio.
Nice. I'm staying put
I
as
might
well.
make it to Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the weather going to be terrible this weekend, at least in the tri-state area where we at, the New York, New Jersey area. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be at Club Couch all weekend, okay?
The Port Authority is ready, so they mentioned some things regarding being ready.
Port Authority?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if you wanted some alternatives, just
to get on the bus.
I'm just saying, they released statements saying they're ready.
Charlamagne said, "Get on the bus." Me?
I ain't getting on no damn bus, okay? I have my ancestors' wildest dreams. Rosa Parks showed me. Bus ain't the place for me. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you,
All
Morgan.
right, yes. Yeah, no problem. Have a great weekend, guys. That's the Front Page News. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, make sure you're following at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app. And Charlamagne, our interview drops this weekend on the Black Information Network's Black Perspective, 9 a.m. on Sunday and 9 p.m. So check that out.
Hey. All right. Now, when we come back, the icon, the legend, Ed Lover will be joining us. Of course, we're going to be giving Ed Lover his flowers and breaking down his journey in this crazy industry. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jess is on maternity leave, so Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And we got a special guest in the building. Ed Lover, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Is it all right to clap for yourself?
That's right. Absolutely.
How you doing, legend?
I can't complain, brother. Everything is good. The kids are good. The wife is good. The family's good. The grandkids is good. The tour is good. So I'm good.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
Now, for most that don't know, Ed Lover was the first celebrity I ever met. And that was my first time meeting a celebrity. And Ed would walk through the park to drop his kids off and talk to all the kids out and about. And that was the first opportunity of meeting a celebrity and seeing how cool a celebrity was,
so
and me thinking that every celebrity was that cool. But then when you get in this industry, you realize not every celebrity. Celebrity's not that cool.
Every celebrity is not that cool.
Who did that for you, Ed?
Everybody running them. You know, running. I live 4 blocks away from Jam Master J.
Wow.
So running them did that for me. LL used to stop by when I was a high school security officer. Stop by in front of the school, pull up in the drop top, holler at me, and all that stuff. So it was those cats that really because they from Queens, and Queens, we were like the forgotten borough in hip hop when hip hop was blowing up. It was like, y'all from the desert, y'all are corny, y'all live all the way out there. So those cats were the ones that really kind of gave me the influence to let me know that I can do something in hip hop too. LL actually made me put the microphone down. I was an MC before that.
Oh,
I was MC Eddie D back in the days. Remember, everybody had a D. You ain't the D didn't even mean nothing.
Yeah. When you say made you put it down, like
because
he told
I knew
you
I
was
wasn't
bad?
that nice.
Did he tell you that?
No,
you saw him.
Lauren, when I heard LL,
Okay.
I knew I was not that nice. Now, with running them, I figure I can hang because I used to be in the park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I was in the
You was
park.
outside
I was
with
in
the
Jamaica
bucket.
Park, 192 Park. 34 Park just slaying cats on the mic. When I heard that little 15-year-old dude, I was like, nah, I got to figure out a different way to get into hip-hop.
At least you was honest with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing. But I was a trumpet player before that. So that's, I was in the top 40 band from the time I was a kid playing trumpet. So that's why what I'm doing right now, Ed Lover Presents the Live Mixtape Band, is full circle for me because it's back with being with a band again.
Do you remember the first time you heard LL? Because I'm sure it was before records.
Yeah, the first time I heard LL, I think it was on Farmers Boulevard in one of those parks over there. And he was on the mic. He was about 13, 14 years old. And he was a monster at that time.
Wow.
So by the time, he got signed, it was a wrap for everybody.
How did you get into radio and hosting, right? Because it wasn't a job that people really thought that they can get, right? It was just something that we seen, and people were in that business for 40 years. What said I can do that? Because you were the originator, really, of the urban radio thing. How did that opportunity come?
It came from Yo MTV Raps because they were flipping Hot 97 from a dance station into an all hip hop station. So the late Steve Smith, God rest his soul, came down and said we needed some people that's authentic and respected in hip hop, and gave Dre an opportunity. And I said, hell no. I was like, I'm not doing no radio. Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be, no, I ain't doing that. And then my manager at the time, Charlie Stetler, wrote down on a piece of paper what Howard Stern was making every year. And he was like, if you could get almost that good, I could guarantee you I could get you a lot of that. And I was like, that's the money that people make on the rail. Let's do it.
How much was it at the time?
At that time, Howard Stern was probably making $4 or $5 million a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then?
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you think
it is in the 90s? Yeah.
So do you think that they respect, and why don't you think they respect the urban jock as much?
Because they put us in a box that say all you could do is urban radio, but they won't do that to somebody else. Like a lot of the black program directors and what they call brand managers now, they put them in the urban box. Like they can't program a different station, or like all you guys know is this. This is not all we know.
Right. But that's why, as a personality, I always say, like, you have to diversify your guests. Like, whatever your interests are, if you're into comic books, politics, movies, bring all those artists on. Don't limit yourself to just the urban guest.
Absolutely. I remember when I was here at Power, when we were the other place, we used to be right next door to Whoopi Goldberg, and we put John Bon Jovi on the radio.
Oh, come on.
Remember when I had Oprah on the radio, and people was like,
classic moment.
Yeah, how you doing that? Like, Bon Jovi don't know he cool with black people until we tell him. So we have to diversify and go outside of the box.
Did that really happen organically like that with Oprah? Just like down?
It was Jamie Foxx did that, bro.
Okay.
I had Jamie up, and I said, Jamie, you cool with Oprah. Oprah's getting a reputation that she don't like hip hop. You should tell Oprah, come holler at me. So I guess he told her. And she was in the city, he told Gail, and they were in the city, and Gail said, Jamie said that Ed Lover loves you, we should just roll up there, and she just came.
Wow.
I wasn't there, bro. I was not there. My cousin had gotten killed, and his wake was there, and I left early. I was in the afternoons then. I left early to go to the wake, and we're driving in my car, get the car out the lot. We driving, me and my assistant, and he gets the phone call. Yo, Oprah's up here, and she looking for you. I'm like, please, get out of here, Oprah. Y'all play too much. Right. And we hung up, and they called us back. I was like, no, for real, Oprah's here. You need to. And I jumped out the car and ran back to the station.
Wow.
And she was there. Wow. And she came so cool, man. She had one security upstairs with her, one downstairs in the lobby, her and Gail. And me, and I just cut all the music off. I was like, ladies and gentlemen.
At that point.
Yeah, Oprah's here.
I believe crazy. That's the one and only time Oprah's ever done hip-hop radio.
Yeah, it's the one and only time she's ever done hip-hop radio.
She's never done anybody else.
Yeah.
How do you be feeling now when, like, people attack Oprah saying, like, she's not for, like, black people, black men, all that? Like, her in real life.
You got to know Oprah, man. Oprah, she does so many things that she doesn't advertise. Like, she gives away so much of her wealth that she does not advertise. Like, remember when she opened the school in Africa and people was like, she need to do that in the United States? She's done that. She just doesn't advertise it all the time.
I was going to ask, do you think radio is too serious, right?
Right.
Do you feel like it's not fun anymore when it comes to radio?
I think it's not fun because the people take everything that you say too seriously. The love is just almost gone out of it. And the love needs to come back into it because we're losing too many of us. I just heard, and I want to shout out Irv Gotti because I heard he wasn't doing, he had a stroke or something. But Irv said the only thing worse than getting old is not getting old.
That's right.
I was with Pac. I saw Pac 15 minutes before he got shot.
Wow.
I'm sitting next to Biggie in the Peterson Automotive Museum before he walked out. The last thing he said to me is, do I want to ride with him? to Nas and Steve Styles' party. I was like, nah, I got a Corvette. I was feeling myself. I had a Corvette. And, you know, every time I'm in L.A. now, I got a little money.
Now I got a drop top.
I'm getting me a Corvette. You know what I mean? Drop tops. I'm rolling.
So you
I'm
saying,
nah. Yeah.
Wow.
I said, nah, Christopher. And he was always Edwin. And he gave me a bottle of Dom P. He told me, drink half of it and bring it back. So I'm like, well, I'm supposed to drink half a bottle of Dom P. I'm running around giving it to everybody. I bring it back to him. He pull out bottle of Grand Marnier, filled it up and gave it back to me. Wow. So that's my relationship was hanging with Big, you know. So I'm blessed to be here, man. And
I don't like how you speed past them stories.
Right.
There's a legendary story. Like you and Angie, y'all be saying that stuff so casually. That's like Greek mythology when y'all talk about Biggie and Pac.
This is American history.
We didn't know these people. Like, these are mythical figures to us.
Pac was a trip, man. Being with Pac sometimes was absolutely intriguing, but a lot of people don't understand Pac was a young dude, so sometimes you get caught up in a wave of stuff when you're young. You know what I mean? And I watched him and Big go from two dudes that absolutely adored each other to being at opposite ends of something that just kind of rolled.
It got bigger than them.
It got bigger than them, right? So we used to pick Pac up. My man Stretch, too, from Live Squad. You know Stretch from the hood.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Stretch. And Stretch and Pac, both heavy weed smokers, and Tretch from Naughty, They all friends. So whenever Pac came to New York, we'd pick him up, and the first thing he would always ask us, did anybody talk to Big? Where Big at? So we holler at Big or page Big or page back, and they go to Brooklyn and see Big. So they were really, really tight. So to see that, man, that just bothered me.
All right, we got more with Ed Lover when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. We're still kicking it with Ed Lover. Lauren?
So you were talking about the relationship between Biggie and Pac, and I just want to know, do you remember like the turning of that? Because like you saw the love, right?
Yeah.
What was like? Do you remember like when that started to shift?
Right after the incident in the studio.
And were there conversations behind the scenes? We hear about people trying to calm it down, but what was it really like behind the scenes, trying to make them understand that?
By the time it escalated to the point it escalated to when I was in Vegas, that fight when Pac got killed, and I saw Pac coming through the Betty Boop bar, and I'm standing there with Bishop Don Magic Wand, Pretty Tony, Handsome Dre, and all the pimps.
Outside.
I'm outside in the bar, and they trying to convince me they won't give me a prostitute. And I'm like, I ain't got no time to be watching no woman 24 hours. Nah, Ed, you a pimp, man. You got pimp in you, man. I'm telling you, man. You's a pimp. I was like, man, I don't want no prostitute, man. Pac comes through with Sugar them. Now, I didn't see the stomping out of the kid because I was in the bar. So he come through, he stopped. We talking. Yo, what's up? What's good, man? How you doing, bro? I'm good. And I'm like, you coming to Suge's party? I'm like, yeah, bet. I love you. I love you too. They keep going. In my mind, I'm from the East Coast. I'm not going to Suge's club in the middle of an East Coast, West Coast war. Even though I'm neutral, I ain't going over there. Y'all gonna get drunk and let's stomp out the kid from New York? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Do you wish you jumped in between since you knew both of them and tried to?
I did. I tried to talk to Pac. He wasn't hearing it. Big was stunned. Big didn't know where it was coming from, why it was coming. He was hurt. Big, and C's probably told y'all that before. Big was honestly hurt by it because they loved each other that much. Once that ball got rolling, it was just impossible. And then you got Vine Magazine and all of these people doing East Coast, West Coast beef. It wasn't that. It was Bad Boy Death Row. That was it.
How did y'all handle that on radio and TV back then?
I minded my business. That's what I did. I minded my business. I wasn't getting in between that stuff, man, because it was hurtful to see two friends turn what they love they have into ashes.
Right.
So I just try to stay out of it as much as I can.
What is the live mixtape exactly?
The live mixtape is a journey of music. Like I was saying earlier, it's me coming full circle. These two beautiful individuals that you see behind me do all the singing. That's Carrie Epps. That's Sherwood Brown Jr. They do all the singing. I do all the rapping. And we got a full band, and we take everybody on a musical journey, and we just have fun. We do everything from LL to Cheryl Lynn to Rick James to Nicki Minaj. We do everything. You got to hear them two sing, man. They monsters, man.
And if you're in the New York area, he's going to be at SOB's this Friday, and Wednesday he's in Atlanta. So if you're in the area, Friday SOBs, Wednesday Atlanta, definitely go check him out. I see you were in Boston a couple days ago.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was Boston was all right. But you know what was live? The cities that you don't think are live are the cities that's live. Pittsburgh, crazy. St. Louis, crazy. Philly came out heavy. They was crazy. Nashville was crazy. And the first time we did Atlanta was ridiculous. Yeah, that was cool.
Did you ever think of suing the NFL when they took the whole come on thing from you?
I ain't have to, bro.
They paid you?
Absolutely.
They look good.
Wow. I have to, yeah.
What six-figure range?
It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, it was great.
All right.
My daughter got a master's degree. That's all I got to say.
Okay, what school did she go to?
She went to Montclair State, and then she got a master's degree at William Patterson.
Let me Google how much that tuition is.
So they reached out to you.
Nah, we had to reach out.
Yeah.
We did a little reaching out.
Yeah.
I was scared because it's owned by Disney, and I was like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to take my grandkids to Disney World. Be a big picture head love up there. Do not let this fool in, but it worked out. They tried to say they started. They know they ain't started.
It was too blatant.
Yeah, it was a blatant rap, bro. It's a blatant. They even wrote it the same, except they put man.
Wow.
I was like, all right, nah, we ain't gonna let y'all get over with that. Not at all.
Do you believe the New York 90s hip-hop scene has been properly documented?
No. To answer your question, no, nobody has documented. I wish somebody would. Because there's so many different parts of it. Fashion, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The parties. And Chris Latimer doing Cancun every year. We used to go to Cancun. The one mistake Chris made, and all of us slept on this. Nobody trademarked what happens in Cancun stays in Cancun. Vegas took it and trademarked it. It's theirs.
Wow.
Yeah, I was saying what happens in Cancun stay in Cancun. Because debauchery was happening in Cancun, bro. Everybody was smashing everybody. So it was like, this is Cancun. We not bringing this home. We had fun. We was wilding.
Do you feel like, because now a lot of that fun gets turned onto people, lawsuits are happening, all that.
I understand it now.
But when you see that, like all that happening to like our legends, like a Diddy and, Russell, like different people, how do you feel about that? Because I know you had said one time, like, you can't take away what Diddy's done. For music,
you can't take away his legacy.
Yeah. Right.
But what he did to Cassie that we saw on camera was atrocious and deplorable. And he should be ashamed of himself for it. Now, the rest of it, I don't know. Have I been to Diddy parties? Yeah. Did I know what time to go home? Yeah. Have I hung out with Diddy? Yeah. Have I had fun with Diddy? Has Diddy always treated me with love and respect? Hell yeah. So all I could go by is what I know about Sean Combs. What I saw, deplorable and despicable and disgusting. And as a father of 4 girls, Diddy would have had a problem if that was my child. But I can't erase his legacy and what he did musically and what he meant to music. And I think he's learning a hard lesson right now that all them people that you thought was your people, they was never your people.
So what should happen to Diddy now? Because we talk about his legacy, right? People talk about forgiveness. People talk about he should lose everything. What's your thoughts on what should happen to somebody like a Diddy?
I think if there is something legal, let the courts play it out. But in the court of public opinion and morality, that's something totally different. And he hasn't been convicted of a crime. So the man is innocent until proven guilty. And I would hope that somebody would feel that way about me. But I think he has to make amends for what we saw.
We saw a video. Yeah,
we saw a video.
Can he make amends for that?
That happened. What's my man name? Ray Rice. Remember, he used to play for Baltimore. He did the thing in the elevator, and he didn't get to play professional football anymore. So I think Diddy got some soul searching to do, and he's gonna have to make amends for what we saw.
Can he make amends for that though? Like, how do you do that? Like, after something like that, it's super public. It's at this point his reputation is what it is. Like, how do you come back from something like that? I've
never been in that situation, so I can't answer that question. But it's going to be tough. First, you got to take care of what you need to take care of. If I was in that situation, I don't know how or what I would do. I would think I would just have to rely on my God and just take everything one day at a time. But I would definitely try to make some amends for it and probably get some counseling for it.
And what you said is true, and I don't understand why people can't explore that. Like, your emotions do be complicated when situations like this happen. Because yes, what he did is disgusting, right? But we still can't act like we didn't wild out to All About the Benjamins and we didn't, love that whole bad boy era at some point.
We played 112 in the show, man. Like, you got to do the Mace part.
You know what I'm saying?
Humble you want to, humble you want to.
All right, we got more with Ed Lover when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and we still kicking it with Ed Lover. Lauren?
Is it true that you were only making $500 a week the first week of your MTV Raps?
Yeah, hell yeah. The first 8 to maybe a year. Yeah, first year. Yeah,
Wow.
Because they didn't know what to do with the show. Fab was already there. Thank God for Fat.
Fat Five Freddy, yeah.
Fat Five Freddy.
Okay.
He decided.
Like, I know you like Fabulous was there? No, just that was
No, not that Fat. There's another Fat before Fat. Right. It was Fat Five Freddy.
Got you.
He was already there. He got on in 88. So this show blew up. They wanted to do a daily show. They had $1,000 a week for a host.
Gotcha.
So Dre took 5. I took the other 5. It didn't last that long. We got our money.
It feels like back then it was more about hip hop culture than hip hop business.
Yeah. Money, I think at some point money ruined hip hop in a certain way. Wow. Because it was about the culture. Like, you had to be nice, right? Sooner or later, it transitioned into we just trying to move units. We just trying to sell records. We streaming now. So everybody, you know, with Soulja Boy, which is another one of my favorite interviews y'all ever did. Drake! Oh, then I found out that was true.
You know what's so funny? You brought up Soulja Boy. I remember being in New York. I forgot what year it was, and you was going on a Soulja Boy rant. And
hated Soulja Boy.
I hated Soulja Boy. And we cool too. We cool right now.
We're not playing that no more.
What he did.
What was your issue with Big Draco?
Back then, after the first couple of records, I just thought he was trash. Yeah, I just thought he was trash. That's a hot record though. But guess what else I missed out on? Y'all not even gonna believe this, son.
What?
Mike Kaiser. Y'all know Mike Kaiser.
Of course.
Mike Kaiser came to Hot 97 and played Get At Me Dog for me, and I said it's the worst record I ever heard.
Oh, you got it. Well,
I missed out on that, so I missed out on Big Draco too, so I apologize.
Damn.
I missed out on it. I told you.
Was that your age?
You told him that?
I was like, man, you bugging. I'm like, man, he barking. We already got a dog. We got Snoop Dogg. Why we need another dog? And then the beat that was used was the old knick-knack paddywhack off of EPMD. I'm old school. You don't bite nobody else's beat. You don't use it again. And then we went to Westchester County for a Hot 97 hot shot basketball team we had, and that DJ dropped that, and them kids lost it. I was like, Ed, you was wrong. You was wrong on that one. I didn't think Soulja Boy was going to last.
What other things did you miss out on that were like, now they're like, we look at the moments like, oh my God, like that you could have been a part of or could have been a first on?
My oldest daughter, Tiffany, Lloyd Banks was in her homeroom class.
Oh, wow.
Giving her the G-Unit mixtapes before they were signed. Wow. And she never once said, Ed, their dad, here's this group called G-Unit that's floating around, and Fifth is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. And
But would you have done it back then? Because Fifth had beef with everybody from Queens.
Absolutely, I would have did it.
He liked that type of stuff. That was authentic, right?
Because a lot of people still away from 50
tried
back
to
then.
squash the beef. I probably went to Black Jess and like, yo, Jess, man, talk to Preem, man. We got to stop this, man. We got to get this kid going. This kid, matter of fact, y'all need points? What y'all need? Yeah, my daughter, man, she did not tell me Banks was in her class. And here go the crazy stuff. He went to August Martin. My daughter went to August Martin. Come to find out, Banks' mom's was in my homeroom class at August Martin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I seen Banks last week. What's up to Banks? I seen him in the
Shout out to Banks, man.
Banks.
How's the game evolved since you started? And what changes have surprised you the most?
I think the change that surprised me the most is we don't know how people are getting paid from their music. You know, the streaming thing, I hear a lot about it. Like, this person streamed this many streams, and I'm like, so how they getting paid? And then I saw Snoop complaining about he don't even know how he get paid off of his stuff. I always thought that we would have hard copies of music. Like, it's easier to say this person actually sold. Right. This person is popular because people go out and consume and bought and paid for it and took it with them and lived with it. Like when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, we was running around the city trying to find somebody that had it. You couldn't find it in the record store. So I think what shocked me the most is the streaming and probably the lack of balance in hip hop. The balance is not there. The love is gone. Like even if we had Kaya, right? We still had Latifah and Light and Salt and Pepper, and it was always a balance. If you had NWA, you had some conscience over there, right? You had Public Enemy, right? You had Talib Kweli. The balance is gone.
How do you feel about the new wave of music in New York? They're like sexy drill.
It ain't for me. It don't mean it's bad. No.
Okay, I mean, I can't see dancing.
It ain't for me. You got to understand what's for you, what's not for you, right? And I get to a point now where I'm like, okay, that's for them. if that's your vibe, that's your wave, cool. Because I remember my father used to get at me about hip hop. He's like, that's crap. That deep. Anybody can do that. I'm like, Dad, it's music. That ain't music. Mm-hmm. So the way I don't get in the way of the young artists coming up. Do your thing. God bless you. Y'all making way more money than we ever made. So good. We open the door for y'all. Go ahead, run through that door and keep the door open for the next generation.
Absolutely.
Because y'all ain't going to understand the next generation. I never thought I'd see the day. You know, when you see a cat be like, who's Jay-Z? If Jay-Z wasn't a billionaire, they wouldn't know his music.
That's real. That's
real. You know what I mean?
Some people, no shade to Jay-Z. I love you, Jay-Z.
No, some people be like, nah, I don't listen to that.
If it wasn't, like, some people know him as Beyonce's husband. They don't even know a lot of the stuff.
They
like,
don't
I think
know he ever
my
made a
niece
record.
knows him as Beyonce's husband. I think that's crazy.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Shout out to Beyonce, too. Send me some of that new whiskey you got coming out. I'll drink bourbon.
Well, tonight, he's going to be at SOBs. Ed Lover's at SOBs. Man. What time tonight does it start? Get your tickets right now.
7 o'clock. Ed Lover presents the live mixtape band. We rock a straight hour and a half. It's New York, so we might do 2 hours tonight.
And it's all good music. Come on out, guys. It's a date night. Bring your girl. Ladies, bring your fella. They have food there. It could be a ladies' night out. They recreate some of the biggest records in hip-hop and R&B. Ed Lover does the rapping. They do the singing. So I can't wait to...
we got Miss Carrie on vocals. We got Mr. Sherwood Brown Jr. on vocals. And we got a hell of a band, man. A bunch of really talented young cats.
And we appreciate you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm on the Breakfast Club. Look at this.
Absolutely. Listen, you one of the icons whose shoulder we stand on. So,
that's right.
You know.
I appreciate you, man. And I always appreciated the fact that when Power 105 let me go and y'all came in, y'all never crapped on me, man. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We want to do things that you did.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
We've been trying to figure out a movie for the long
always try to stir something up. Now, what about the Breakfast Club, man? How you about the... I'm like, me and Envy from the same hood, son. I said, you ever heard the Breakfast Club say anything bad about me? No. Then I ain't gonna say nothing bad about the Breakfast Club. And so y'all do what y'all do, man. And shout out to Jess and congratulations.
Yeah.
Me and Jess did the Essence last year together. Mm-hmm. She's a joy to work with, man.
We had to fight so many of your listeners when we first started.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna tell you one of your biggest listeners who was on our head. Warren Sapp.
Oh, Warren Sapp was on our head.
Warren Sapp used to tweet, who are these young punks on the radio?
Warren Sapp was, oh my God.
Yo, when I first got the Power, and we flipped Power from the R&B from Jammin' 105 to Power 105, that's the same calls I took that morning when we flipped the station. Where's such and such? Where's this person at? Who's that? I don't want to hear no Ed Lover and Dr. Dre on the radio, so it's full circle, man. Shout out to Sapp, though.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Ed Lover. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture show.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So there's been a brief update in the little baby situation with him being arrested in Vegas. So yesterday, his mugshot was released. And along with the mugshot, there were some more details released in a police report. So remember I told you guys that I spoke to little baby's attorney, Drew Finland, and Drew Finland told me that they were still trying to figure out everything. Mm-hmm. But that, you know, from the conversation I had with him, I was under the impression that baby probably believed that he was okay to carry because he has a permit in Georgia.
Right.
So the more details that came out kind of lean to that theory as well. So baby basically had the gun tucked in his waistband when he was on the floor of Encore gambling in the casino. He then took the gun out of his waistband. This is according to what police are saying was seen on a video camera by security at the Encore. He then took the gun allegedly out of his waistband, put it in a duffel bag. The duffel bag was then given to someone that was with him. Don't know who the man is. That man then was walking with the duffel bag. I don't know where he was headed to, but police stopped that man and then took the duffel bag, so they impounded the gun. They then met up with baby later where he was staying to, I guess, arrest him for that. And baby had told them that he was out at a club and he had the gun with him. Since all of that, he didn't even remember he had it with him. So, you know, they're like, okay, well, we have to charge you. Baby's like, well, listen, just charge me, get it over with so we can, you know. So they'll be going to court on October 1st.
So he didn't have a gun on him?
So he had it on him in the video, and then he puts it in a duffel bag. But in that dash cam video, or that, not the dash cam, I'm sorry, in that bystander video that we listened to yesterday, and he says there's a gun basically in his pants. The gun couldn't have been in his pants, because from what the police report is saying, the gun was retrieved from a man who had it in a duffel bag after baby took it off his hip.
So he didn't have it on his person.
No.
I just want artists to take their mugshots more serious. Like, you know that your mugshot is going to go public. You know what I'm saying? He look a little drunk, he look a little high.
He in Vegas though.
But still, smile or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know your mugshot is going to go public. You know that you're an artist.
Stop playing with my time. Y'all wasting my time.
Because you can turn mugshots and stuff into merch. I just want them to think about, their brands when they get arrested.
Well, not only that, I want to salute the little baby. I just want all the artists that do carry firearms, and if you do carry a firearm, to know the rules and regulations and know what to say, because there's no way he should have said I had it in a club, because you're not allowed to carry a firearm where they serve liquor.
Bro, just hire security.
And
just
that reporting,
security. Why are you carrying your own gun anyway?
And that reporting that I just reported from the police report was from KSNV, which is a local Nevada station. I did reach out to try and get the report and the mugshot for us ourselves, and that didn't happen.
They told us we ain't popping enough.
Yeah, they said that we are not a mainstream media outlet. So, but I'm going to build a relationship over there in Vegas. Hey, Vegas, I'm not done calling y'all. So
and we're on in Vegas too, so they could hear us. Good morning, Vegas.
Yeah, it's okay. They play with me. They try to G-check me a little bit, but
hey,
y'all know.
Suck my D. Whoever didn't want to give us the mugshot and said we're not a mainstream media outlet.
Don't even worry.
Now Charlamagne the God talk. I said suck my D from the back. Listen,
that way, don't threaten them with a good time. You don't know if that's what they into.
I don't care. Listen. Also,
he said I don't care.
Once again, hire security. Why are you carrying your own gun when you a star as big as Lil Baby? That makes zero sense to me. Hire armed security.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about that, but let's move on.
What's your thought?
I was going to just say, like, I get hire your own security, but I know artists who've told me, like, if I'm legal to carry, I do want to carry myself, because...
For what?
You can't always trust that security going to shoot when they need to shoot.
Man, please. I can't trust that you going to shoot when you going to shoot. Everybody be carrying these guns and acting like they know how to use them and they feel comfortable just because they have them. When you're in the midst of action and somebody draws down on you or tries to rob you, so you're not going... You don't know how to use your firearm.
Well, this is the thing, though. People do go to the range. I go to the range all the time, and I'm a great shot, but the problem is there's liability, and that's why you hire security, because there's liability. So if I shoot you and a bullet goes through you and hit somebody else by accident or hit some property, you're liable for that. Right. But if you have security, that security company has insurance. They're liable for that. They take all the liability away from you.
And why would you want to be thinking about that type of stuff when you go out? You're going out to enjoy yourself. You got to have your star on, so you taking pictures, shaking hands. Why you want to be worried about if you got to pull out your gun and protect yourself?
Sometimes you think about it
hire your own security.
I mean, yeah, I agree with both sides of it. I agree with hire your own security.
I agree with carrying your firearm with you all 24/7. I ain't mad at that either.
Yeah,
that's dumb.
But when you are an artist and you're in artist mode and you're performing and you're out and about, yes, you should have security.
100%. But also too, he wasn't performing either. He was just there enjoying for James Harden's birthday. But so Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they are going to square off again. This is the 4th time that we are going to now be seeing them play against each other. Indiana versus Chicago is happening at the Wintrust Arena today, Friday. Now, here's the thing. You guys know every time that they play against each other, it's the talk of the town.
Right.
According to the Game Time app via TMZ, this is a place where people can go to get last-minute tickets to the games. As of Thursday, the average ticket price for the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark game was $1,045. A premium seat could get you all the way up to $2,013, and a nosebleed seat is about $124. Now, for comparison, there are other games, WNBA games, happening tonight, Friday night, and their lowest ticket, so like their nosebleeds, are at $15. So it shows you, people are excited.
People are paying that money so that these women will get more money later on. If people keep coming out and supporting, that's great. I like it.
I mean, you would think that, but like we're gonna get into this, but like Dejanay Carrington, it was a big draw game for the Connecticut Sun recently versus the LA Sparks. They sold out the arena and it wasn't even televised. She had to promote it herself, and she was upset about it. Let's take a listen.
Waiting.
Let's take a listen.
You guys sold out the TD Garden, the very first WNBA game there. Before the game, Dejanay, you tweeted about you got to do your own promo. Do you feel like there was a missed opportunity here for the league to really maximize on a historic event?
I think that there could have been a lot more publicity or promo from the top Connecticut had announced that we were having this game probably almost a year ago, maybe. There was ample time to do what needed to be done.
Appreciate
and
that.
the game should have been on a national television broadcast. You shouldn't have to pay for any type of subscription to see a game that's this historic.
Now, that's insane because that game was legendary because it was the first time that WNBA played in that arena.
But they didn't have to promo it. It sold out.
I mean, but she's saying that it's sold out part basically because they did the work themselves. They did the groundwork and they shouldn't have had to. But back to that whole televised or not, the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark game.
That's going to be televised.
It's on the Ion Network, though. It's on the. I don't even know how you get the Ion Network. And they have a partnership with the WNBA. That's why it's there.
That's probably why they probably pay the WNBA.
Why not ESPN?
Because college football back, baby. This is first weekend of college football. So
the misogyny.
Or maybe
that's not misogyny.
maybe
that's ratings and revenue.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark they're huge.
But Ion might pay for it.
Simone Biles just went to their game the other day.
Ion might pay for it. They might pay for it. Same reason why the NFL sometimes has game on Amazon Prime.
First of all, who pays for it? It's not misogyny. It's ratings and revenue. The college football game first of all, it's the first weekend of college football. I think the first official weekend. Whatever game they put on tonight is going to rate better than the WNBA game would, guaranteed.
Yeah, but who gonna have the better edges?
Man, shut up.
Oh my God, that's Jess with the mess.
We're gonna come back and talk about how toxic Lauren is. We gonna put her on blast because yesterday she did something very foul to my guy's friend.
She just showed me the text. She showed you the text?
I didn't show you no text because I never text the person because we never exchanged numbers.
That was very foul.
She just showed me. All right, well, you play. You play.
All day.
All day. Charlamagne, who you giving your donkey to?
Build a wall around Delaware. Okay.
I'm not there no more. Build it. I'll stay here. I'll call home.
Wow. She don't care.
She said, I'll stay here.
Listen, for After the Hour is a prime example of why you have to hear both sides. Okay, we need the Montgomery court system in Pennsylvania to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with them.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Charlamagne, say the game, donkey of the day. Charlamagne.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the Donkey of the Day. So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yes, The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Friday, August 30th, goes to the Montgomery County court system in Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, today's donkey is a prime example of why, regardless of what the situation is, you always have to hear both sides. Because if I told you right now, Christopher Casey, 56 years old of Upper Moreland, was sentenced last week in Montgomery court to 11 and a half to 23 months in the county jail, followed by 3 years of probation after pleading guilty to a charge of manslaughter. What would you think? If I told you he was also charged for possession of an instrument of crime, what would you believe? What do you think, NV and LL Cool Bay? When I say this man was charged and sent to prison for manslaughter, what goes through your mind, NV?
That's where it should be.
Yeah, he killed somebody.
Okay. But that's why you always have to hear both sides. See, Casey was originally charged with third-degree murder in the January death of a 62-year-old man named Robert Wallace. Robert lived next door in a duplex. They shared a common wall. Well, apparently Christopher Casey was a snorer. Not just any type of snorer. Apparently the type of snorer whose snores could leave his mouth, travel through the walls, and into Robert Wallace's ears. Okay, we all know the person who snores, falls asleep first and keeps everybody else up. Well, one day, Robert had enough, and he decided that he needed to do something about Christopher Casey snoring. What happened next is tragic and is yet another example of why humans need better conflict resolution skills. Let's go to 6 ABC News Philly for the report, please.
Right now to a deadly stabbing in Hatboro, Montgomery County. 56-year-old Christopher Casey will spend up to 23 months behind bars for a death that stemmed from an argument over snoring. He pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors say Casey stabbed Robert Wallace, who'd pushed in a window and threatened to kill Casey over his loud snoring. The two men lived next door to each other in a duplex.
This is why you always have to hear both sides. First of all, if anyone has ever told you that you snore, just know that person has very carefully weighed the pros and cons of killing you. Okay, they have played it out in their head over and over. They've thought about it. If I let this person live, I will never get a good night's sleep. But if I kill him, I'll sleep well just in a prison cell. So there is a part of me that understands Robert's frustration. He did what so many people have thought about, doing. All right, meaning he wanted a good night's sleep, and he knows he would never get one with Christopher's freight train snoring in the next apartment. I'm just assuming it was freight train snoring because this man was in a whole other whole other apartment. Okay, they weren't roommates, they weren't bunk bed buddies. This man was in a whole other apartment. He could hear him through the walls. So this wasn't no mild snoring, no moderate snoring. This was freight train snoring that Robert could hear through the walls. Okay, these walls must have been made out of the same material that Kawhi Leonard's knees are made out of, because for Robert to be able to hear the snoring and then try to push in Christopher's first floor window and threaten to kill him. I have one question. What else was Christopher supposed to do? If somebody is pushing in your window and threatening to kill you, am I supposed to wait until they get in my residence and wait and see if they really want to kill me? No, I have to defend myself. I have to attempt to neutralize the threat. I'm shocked Christopher didn't have a gun. Okay, they found Robert 50 feet away from the residence after suffering the stab wound, so clearly he stuck him someplace fatal. But if he had a gun, they would have found him dead right there at the house. Okay, I think it's terrible that a life was lost, but if you attempt to push in someone's window, you're breaking into someone's house, and you're threatening to kill them, you're kind of asking for it. Now, back to the Montgomery County court system. I don't believe Christopher should have been found guilty of anything. Was it because he stabbed him several times? That has to be the reason, because this man should not be facing any charges. I did some research, and by research, I mean Googled, and Pennsylvania has a stand your ground law. Deadly force is reasonable in specific cases. If someone is unlawfully entering your home, work, or vehicle, if someone has unlawfully entered your home, work, or occupied vehicle and is trying to unlawfully remove you. Now, it does say the force you use must be equal to the force you are threatened with. Whether or not you provoked the circumstances is decided on a case-by-case basis. I don't think snoring is provoking someone to try to hurt you. Okay, all right. And it says it has to be viewed upon the totality of circumstances. For example, courts have said that the mere use of insulting words, which leads to a fight, does not rise to the level of provoke. But once again, if someone is breaking into your house, right, unprovoked, and threatening to kill you, I personally have no problem with a person responding the way Robert Wallace did. Now, Lauren, Envy, after hearing both sides, what do you think? Free Christopher or not?
Yeah, you ain't gonna break into my house and me just sit there and look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Just making sure. Okay. Please give the Montgomery County court system in Pennsylvania the biggest hee-haw.
You knocking my window? I don't know what you about to do.
That's why you always gotta hear both sides.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. You always gotta hear both sides.
I was fair. I was
I agree.
Scared for my life. What was I supposed to do?
Yes.
What do you expect, though, when you do something like that? Like, you should expect something coming your way.
I have no idea what he was thinking. I really don't.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Now, can we switch to Lauren's toxicity?
Yes.
Yesterday, Lauren LaRosa was in here drunk.
Me?
All right. Lauren LaRosa. Okay, not this whole Lauren London LaRosa personality you be trying to have, saying that people in Delaware call you Nunu and all of that. Lauren got drunk the other night because she was at Sim's party, right?
Social unplugged.
She came in here drunk. Mm-hmm. Can I say your name? Oh, okay.
He said no.
Somebody that works his friend, all right, was trying to holler at Lauren.
Correct.
Okay. And Lauren gassed it up. She made it. She said that he put my husband in the phone.
Heart emojis.
Then she was clowning him for texting him.
I tried to take a photo to read
She was
text.
clowning him for texting her.
One thing I know how to do is keep my phone getting taken.
Texting her saying good morning and all kind of stuff. Lo and behold, Lauren lied on that man.
He lied on that man.
First of all,
when we come back, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about your lies.
So the question is 800-585-1051. Did you ever dog out a good man?
I wish I knew what man y'all was talking about.
All the man did was text Lauren and say, yo, hope you made it home safely. Just checking on you.
And then I think she responded
she replied back, I love that for us.
I love that for us.
What?
And then he replied, oh, okay. Heart emojis. I can't wait to talk to you later. And now it's, oh, what? Huh?
You gassed him up.
You started.
You put my husband in the phone. I love that for us.
I put my husband in my phone?
Yes, you put his name in my husband.
I don't remember that.
Oh, Lord.
That never happened.
You don't need to drink ever again.
That never happened. That never
585-1051.
Who is
Ladies,
this man? Maybe I need to meet him.
Did you ever dog out a good man?
Can I say his name?
Did you ever dog out a good man and realize it later and say, damn, I missed out on a good one? Seems like that's what happened with Lauren.
Why
Let's
should be
discuss.
missing her blessings right here?
I'm with you. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I'm blessed.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and I'm just so disgusted.
Me too. I'm disgusted at Lauren LaRosa, man. Because
I didn't want to work here with you because you are just a toxic person.
I am not a toxic person, y'all.
Well, you lied on this guy. You know
I didn't lie. I didn't know the full context, and I honestly didn't even meet the guy, so I honestly don't even know what we were talking about.
You made it seem like this guy was on your body the way you were actually on his body. Because you took your phone, you put his number in your phone.
That has not been confirmed.
You put my husband.
That has not been confirmed.
Yes, you did. It is. Can I read the text?
You said this yesterday. He texted you good morning just to see if you was all right because you was so sloppy drunk the night before.
That's not what happened.
That's
you
right. He
here,
just wanted to see if you was good this morning.
You're in here moving
and
facts.
you replied back to him, I love that for us.
That's not what happened.
What happened?
What? I read the text.
That's what happened?
You said making sure you got home safely. And you said, I like that for us. And then he said, really? Me too. Let's get up later. Heart emoji. And then you curbed him.
Well, in my defense, if this did happen, if I did meet this guy and all this did happen, maybe I had only saw a part of the text because I didn't want to open the text because I was worried about what the conversation might have been.
What is his name stored under? Can I see?
There's no name stored in my phone. This is all hypothetical if I even met this person. So I don't know what you're talking about. But once I read the full text, I said, if this were to have happened, I need to take accountability for the fact that it didn't go like what I was saying.
This is disgusting.
It's horrible.
Y'all are making this way more than what it has to be.
Toxic women. See, that's the problem, man. Let's go to Tracy on line 3. Tracy, you're a toxic woman too, huh?
No. Okay, so I met this guy at a kickback. That's what we call in Texas when you just kicking with somebody at a party. And he treated me cool, you know, we used to kick it, but I just felt like he was too on me. And I stopped messing with him. And then I started looking for him, and it was too late. He had got married. Yeah, so I really regretted that.
I've been there, done that too.
Damn, you regretted somebody too? So this is your MO. This is what you do.
I think you don't know. Sometimes you don't know what you need until you leave it, and then it's like,
what you need is Jesus, and you need to stop missing your blessings.
I'm saved.
You missing your blessing.
Is my Lord
man
Savior.
texted you and said good morning, just checking on you.
But hold on,
and you replied back, I love that for us. But then dogged the man out like he did something wrong.
So resetting the room because once I finally opened the text, because my read receipts are on, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to talk to him or not, and I don't want to open the text and not respond.
So you just give somebody your number that you might not even be interested in.
Oh my God.
So that's the game you play.
Oh my God.
It was the reposado. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, now you going to blame it on the alcohol?
Yes.
So you give this guy your number. You flirt with him all night long. He texts you.
All night long is crazy, Envy.
Your friend was here yesterday, said you had 2 hands on his arm.
They said y'all hugged 3 times.
Wait.
As soon as y'all met.
No, that's not true. That was my friend and the producer that works here's other friend. You need to keep us away from your friends. That's what you need to do. It's your fault. It ain't my fault. But anyway, once I opened the text, because I was like, I'm going to respond back to him. He was really nice. I'm going to respond back to him.
What did you respond back to him and say?
I responded back to him and said, hypothetically, if this happened, I responded back to him and said, what the heck were we talking about that your number ended up in my phone under husband?
And what did he say?
He said,
let the record show Lauren just lied and said she didn't put that in her phone.
Hold on.
You see that?
Hold on.
Lion LaRosa.
I said
Lion LaRosa. Lion LaRosa. That's your new name. Lion LaRosa.
I said, what were we talking about that you put your number in my phone as husband? He said, well, no, the question is, what did I say to you that made you put my number in your phone as husband? I was like, he caught me off guard with that one. I ain't even text back. I went to sleep. I was like, I gotta like sit in this one. Like,
so you didn't hit him back?
Not yet.
You are toxic.
No, it's because I just wanted I had to it caught me off guard. I had to get myself together.
What I don't understand is how come he checked on you in the morning and you...
He didn't check on me in the morning.
You already told us
that
he did.
That was the night that we met. He was making sure I got home safe.
Okay,
so he made sure you got home safe.
I didn't remember it, y'all.
And you said, I love that for us.
This
but
is
then
all
you
hypothetical
acted like this man, did something
happened.
so foul.
No, I didn't think that it was foul. I just was like, all I saw was a text message like with the heart and all that, and I'm like, whoa.
Tell
what
homie to
happened?
Run. I'm looking at the homie in the room right now. Tell homie to run. Lion LaRosa don't deserve happiness.
I take accountability for like not fully reading the full text message before I reacted.
You Robin Givens.
And also too,
You're Robin Givens from Boomerang.
Yesterday in the room, I was like, I don't know if I like people that are really nice to me. And then I didn't think about that. Like, yes, I do. And that is what I want. And that's what my husband should give. So that's what made me be like, you know what, Lauren, you doing your own self dirty right now. You deserve someone that is very nice to you. So we're going to move on off me. Not too much on me.
Wow.
You deserve to be single. 800-585-1051. Ladies, have you ever dogged out a good man and regretted after? Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Tell
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy.
Let me tell
Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and she's just so toxic. I mean, I'm very disappointed in you.
Lying LaRosa.
I mean, if your mom knew what was happening, your mom would be disappointed in you right now, too.
Lying LaRosa. This is why mom can't get no more grandkids, because God is protecting these men. God is protecting these men from lying LaRosa.
Wait, you think that if I didn't want to go and have a baby with somebody right now, I couldn't?
No, God wouldn't allow that to happen.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool.
Lying LaRosa.
So if you're just joining us, you know, if you've been following the Breakfast Club, Lauren LaRosa talked about how a guy put his number in her phone as husband, and his guy was all on her body sweating her.
I didn't say all that. Y'all
but
slicing it.
It turned out that actually she was leading this gentleman on. That she actually put his number in her phone as husband. All he said was, "Hey, just making sure you're safe." She responded, "I love that for us." So he came back with, "I can't wait to see you again. We can have another conversation." Put the heart emoji, and then she came to work the next day talking about why he all on my body, why he sweating me, why he treating me like that.
I did not say
don't
that.
even know.
Hypothetically, if this guy exists and he happens to be listening, I did not say it like that.
Now he don't exist.
I'm gonna tell you something though. All jokes aside, this dude is not gonna want anything to do with
at all. Y'all are really messing up my everything.
Because she's like, damn, I only met her once, and she done told all of these lies and took it to the radio. I don't want no parts of that toxicity.
It's y'all
lying.
It's y'all. Y'all are like it's like lying oil and vinegar. Like y'all just slice it. Never said all that.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? This is Tanique.
Hey, Tanique, are you one of those women that are very toxic, did a guy dirty, and now regret it?
No, I wouldn't say I was toxic. No.
Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, of course.
Tell us about when you busted out his cars, flattened his tires.
That's toxic?
Spray painted on his walls.
That's toxic?
No, real talk. First, let me just say, I love Charlamagne, Envy, Lauren. Love y'all so much. Love Jess. Miss her. Be glad when she comes back. And congratulations to her.
Thank you.
Yes. So, basically, it's my ex-husband. He messed up a few times, right? And I forgave him and I chose to stay. But then I kept reminding him over and over and over again how bad he messed up, and really did just kind of dog him the whole time. And he tried to make up for it in little ways, but then, he kept messing up. So it was just like, nah, you gonna catch it from me every single time. Every single time you mess up, I'm throwing everything in your face. And I think that's how it kind of like led to us, ending up with a divorce, basically. But
so it was your fault.
Back on it. No, it wasn't my fault. I mean, he kept messing up. But my thing was, I'm like, if you're going to stay and forgive somebody, you really need to forgive them and not be throwing it in their face 24/7.
What do you call messing up? Cheating?
Oh, he cheated and did a few other things. He's not looking back on it, he's not a bad guy. He was my 80-20 guy. That's what I'll say.
What's 80-20?
Watch me guess.
80% good, 20% bad?
Like 80.
That's
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand why y'all women get so mad just because a man cheat a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean,
you right.
It was more than that. I mean, I know you don't got all morning. I mean, but it was way more than that. I was dealing with way more than that.
What else? Tell me what else. Tell me what else.
I don't want to dog him out on the radio because he really is a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He really is, and I still love him. But I should have never dogged him like I did if I chose to stay. So I
dogged him.
Any female, you gonna
she reacted to him cheating.
So you cheated.
No. But I kept talking junk to him all the time.
She never forgave him, honestly. She said she forgave him, but she kept his foot on his neck.
That's not toxic.
Thank you.
Got you.
So you mentioned before we go that, spray painting somebody's car or slicing somebody's tires, breaking their windshield is not toxic. Have you done that before?
Those are crimes, right? I'm not admitting to that.
Your mugshot a little crazy.
Yes, right. Yeah, I'm not. I know.
Man,
I just feel like you can't. This is my thing. Will y'all agree that you can't control how someone responds to something when you do something, right?
Depends what it is. He can't do something and you kill him.
And you can't control when I call 911. I started the week snitching on Mack truck drivers. I'm going to end the week snitching on Lion LaRosa. Okay?
This is my thing. I feel like sometimes...
Have you sliced a tire before?
That is hard. Them tires be thick. That is really hard.
Oh, you tried.
My thing is like men will go out and do all this crazy stuff, and I don't even, at this point in my life, I'm not even dealing with all of that because I know how I will react. And then when you react to it, now you toxic. Why would you go do all the stuff that you doing?
I should have known you was crazy when I just could measure the distance between your eyes. Like, you got that Jar Jar Binks brandy thing going. Like I knew. I could see all the crazy in between here. I knew it.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is don't talk about nothing around your coworkers. Y'all done got on this radio
and saved the man.
We saved the man. We saved
the man. The way y'all sliced this is crazy.
We saved the man.
We definitely did.
Run, brother.
Run.
Okay, run.
Block up.
Babe, I love you.
Listen,
you my everything.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think no brothers should be with you. I hope you end up with a white man, and I hope Dr. Umar finds out about it.
All right. When we come back, past the aux, Nyla will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. If you see Lauren outside, run!
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess, and it's time for Past the Aux.
Go. My DJ. Say go DJ. My DJ.
Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
What's up, guys?
Big Nyla.
How y'all feeling?
Less black and highly favored. What's happening?
Lovely. I love that for y'all. I'm just here to bring the vibes. I'm going to start with a record from somebody who's kin to us, Twin. He just dropped a record with Blind Beauty called Outside, and I think it's a banger.
You giving Twin some love?
I think it's a banger.
Twin is Trav, y'all. Gay Trav who calls up here.
Okay. Why you gotta call him Gay Trav?
Those are identifiers.
That's how black people do it. It's like Gay Trav.
Yeah, you know Gay Trav.
Just make sure y'all follow Trav because he's nasty with the pen man, and I love this record. It's called Outside.
They should have dropped this 3 months ago.
Definitely, because it was
This would
summertime.
have been my whole thing. I'm just
ago.
thinking it's good for this weekend, but after that, you gotta go back inside.
That's what I'm saying. Should have dropped it 3 months ago.
All right. It's still
tough tune though.
Yes.
I've been telling people he's got a great pen. He's a writer. Like he wants to write. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he want to be an artist like that.
I don't know. Either way, there's talent there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's how I know D don't really get you nowhere in the industry. All y'all people that's D in the industry, you're doing it because you want to. Because Trav really gay. And he ain't on, and he got talent. Now
he
explain.
probably ain't sucked the right one yet.
You're right. Okay. You're right. Does Charlamagne ain't the right one?
Why did you? No. What? No.
She might be right.
What?
All right, what else you got?
Yo, y'all are funny. All right. I know it's Freaky Friday, but Jesus. Okay, so next I'm going to go with Juicy J dropped the Jazz album. Y'all saw that?
No.
I didn't know that
Jazz
at all.
album?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me hear this. I got
Juicy Jazz?
I'm not, this one to me was the best one on it, and I feel like this is somewhere that we should all strive to get to.
I didn't know Juicy J put out an album.
I just looked it up. It's a jazz rap album.
It's dope though.
I'm checking it out. I like the content of it. You know what I mean? Everything all good. My wife, my kids. Like that's what it's about when you after 40, baby.
Yeah,
life after 40,
Corday
baby.
on here, Robert Glasper.
Yes.
Okay.
2 joints with Robert Glasper. It's a good project. Definitely check it out. I felt like y'all would enjoy it in particular. Which is why I played
Not me. Because it's not like I'm back outside.
It's not outside. Hold on. The first one was for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you.
But and this last one is for real rap fans. I know like people who are fans of the blog era. I feel like we're having a new surgence of blog era with the new rappers coming up, and Ruben Vincent is definitely one of those ones that I think is going to be leading the pack for those. And he dropped a new record called Blessings.
I love Ruben Vincent.
I told you that's not the right D. The right ones act like it ain't really happening. He's just all outward about it.
I love Ruben Vincent, but what the hell did he say the man did this butt? Play it back, man. Man, hold on, Ruben. Hold on, I know what's going on. Ruben, what the hell did the man do to your butt now? We just had this conversation. Ruben.
He said the lightning struck, my mind disrupt. In the last line, I can't.
It's something
about the man dim. He said the man dim did something to his butt. Ruben, you talented. You ain't got to do all that in the industry, Ruben.
Y'all take Freaky Friday to an extreme. This was, yo, that is not what he said.
I heard it, man.
Don't do that.
I like Ruben.
I thought
Ruben Vincent is
the man that smack his butt.
Ruben Vincent, one of the most talented. Listen, Ruben, one of the most talented young artists out here. He is phenomenal. He's dope.
Now I see why you.
I gotta protect young brothers like that in the industry. Ain't he from North Carolina too?
He is from North Carolina.
Tell me who these man them is, Ruben. We would not allow these man them to do that to
It's
you.
always the one that's talking about, I gotta protect. Oh, you gotta protect.
Yes. See, what you should be doing is wondering who man them is. And why man them did this to Ruben.
Smack that man.
Why you do this to Ruben, man?
Oh my God, stop, yo. Anyway, listen to Ruben's music. Yeah, I love his music, and he's for the MCs for real. But he's also Liberian, so he's dabbling into like Afrobeats
And North Carolina all day. Shout out to Ruben Vincent.
Yes, so
you ain't smack that man butt, did you?
Before you go, Nyla, I want to in the room let y'all know Club 1BD.
Oh,
yeah. Y'all not hip. Okay, I'm gonna send y'all some links. So you know how like during the pandemic, it's the DJs who started going viral for having like the parties in their house.
Yes.
And
I know them from Brooklyn.
Yes. So Nyla just did something with them, and
you did?
She did. That's huge, y'all.
You
like,
ain't tell me that.
That's so fire.
I didn't know I had to tell
their
you.
videos. Their videos
Don't
go
stop playing
viral
with me,
all
Nyla.
the time. I feel like I'm just so happy to watch you flourish.
Thank
like
you.
Don't even say
time.
that.
What was I supposed to say?
Because I like them. I watched them a lot in Brooklyn.
Everybody
We
loves
actually
them.
spoke about them before.
Yes, they're the ones who did the one of their DJs did that fire Victoria Monet mix. Yes, like girl, you go ahead.
Let's
girl.
talk about Nyla's gifts. Nyla's gifts have her currently about to be on tour with Rhapsody.
Yeah. I'm just filling in. I'm filling in.
It don't matter.
Team filling.
You're filling in.
Team filling over here.
And tell them where you're gonna be.
Yeah, we're going to Brazil.
Yes.
All right.
So I love when people's gifts.
Congratulations, Nyla.
Thank you.
I love when people's gifts put money in their pocket as well as allow them to see the world. So congratulations, Big Nyla.
I'm excited. I've never been to South America, so this would be great.
Next time you do one of them apartment things, can you invite me?
I'll definitely
I would love
let
to
you
just
know.
be there for the party.
I can't believe how much feedback I got from that. I got a lot of great feedback.
We love those. Yes.
Shout out to Club 1D. Make sure you guys follow me on the gram at Nyla Simone so y'all can hear the set that Lauren is talking about. And then you can also click the link in bio to tap into the playlist.
There you go.
Make sure you guys follow Certified Vibe. Make sure y'all follow my podcast, We Need to Talk. All right?
All right, well, the People's Choice Mix is up next. You know we throw it back on a Friday, and it's Labor Day weekend. So, salute to all my Caribbean people, all my Trinidadians, all my Guyanese, all my Jamaican, all my Haitian, all my people from the island of Dominica. Call me up right now. Get your request in. If you own a passport, call me up right now. We're going to take it back to the islands. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lion LaRosa is filling in for Jess.
Whoa.
Big Lion LaRosa.
Big Lion. Now we got to salute Ed Lover for joining us this morning. The icon, the OG, the legend.
Salute to the icon, Ed Lover. Ed Lover objectively has to be on anybody's hip hop,
of course,
Mount Rushmore media personality list. You know, honestly, I would have to put 5. Most people put 4. I'd have to put 5.
Hip hop, who are your 5?
This hip hop media Mount Rushmore. Ed Lover,
yes.
Wendy Williams,
of course.
Angie Martinez, Sway, and Big Boy.
Yep.
That's it. That's the hip hop Mount Rushmore. Because you got to think, the Mount Rushmore is the founding fathers. Like the people who, built the foundation that all of us stand on. To me, those 5 did that.
I agree.
Hip hop, media, Mount Rushmore, those 5 did that to me.
I'm trying to think.
Unless you want to take Wendy and put her somewhere else, it's just. But I think
she was radio. She was radio. She was radio.
Hip hop radio,
and she started that whole gossip.
Everything y'all doing now, Wendy Williams,
breaking them stories and breaking them exclusives. That was Wendy.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. You guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be in Virginia today. Salute to Pusha T. He's doing his Cousins Festival. This is his first festival. Him and family. Shout out to my whole 757 family. That's my home by the sea. I can't wait to come back there today and let's just have a great time and a safe time. Erykah Badu is performing.
Salute to Erykah Badu.
Myself.
Queen Badu.
And a host of other DJs and performances. It's going to be an amazing festival, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can do it each and every year. And I think I'm going to bring my car show to Virginia. I think it's time. So salute to the 757. Then I'm headed to Ohio and then Oklahoma City. then I'll be back on Monday. So salute to all the Virgos. We're going to be celebrating.
Before the positive note, I have something to say.
Oh, man.
What? I just wanted to say earlier when we were talking about Little Baby, I wanted to shout out my homeboy Marcus Lamar. He has a Mark My Words podcast. It's a sports podcast. He is one of my trusted sources when it comes to sports, and I called him to clarify some information before I reported it, so I definitely wanted to give him that plug. I appreciate you for picking up at 6 a.m. for me.
Him. Absolutely. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Yes. Salute to everybody out there. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. The positive note is simple, man. I want y'all to find as much happiness this weekend as possible. Always remember, whoever is happy will make others happy. And being happy doesn't mean everything's perfect. It means you've decided to look beyond the imperfections, okay? Look beyond those imperfections this weekend and just be happy, man. Have a great weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?